they jettisoned George Santos from Congress, which I think is stupid. They've expelled him. They had the vote. I mean, they had a number of Republicans that came out and said, I love how Republicans have all the time in the world to go after, to do Democrats' work for them and go after members of their own. If the thing is that he hasn't even had a trial, so they don't even know if these charges that are against him are legit or not because they haven't had a trial. Whereas Gold Bar Bob Menendez, they have receipts and all kinds of stuff, and they've admitted it and everything else. So they said that they voted. They voted. I mean, I don't know. It sounded like they were going to have, they had 105 Republicans vote yes. And it sounded like at first, though, yesterday going into it, that they weren't going to do it, but now it's already been done. So, yeah. And he's kind of, well, he's hit back at them. Obviously, he's, to hell with this place is what he said. So now Republicans have a smaller majority in the House. It doesn't really change a whole lot. They have a smaller majority in the House, but how stupid. I mean, I guess what they want is the more, do they want the moral high ground on it? I don't know. Like, oh, well, we've got the moral high ground on dealing with all of this. That's something, what they did is what the voters are tasked with doing. The voters determine whether or not they want someone in office or not. It's something that the voters do. You have Republicans that, couldn't go after Rashida Tlaib, but they're going to go after George Santos. They couldn't go after Rashida Tlaib after all of the anti-Semitic comments that she's made and the pro-Hamas stuff that she has done inside, and the stuff that she's even, that's okay, but George Santos, they haven't even had a trial yet. I'm all about having trials and due process. I don't like to, take whatever first and then have due process. I like the trial, have due process, and then render a penalty. So I just think this is weird that, I don't know. I mean, they couldn't even, Jamal Bowman got less of a penalty. They did try to fast track this motion to remove Bowman over his fire alarm thing. Lorraine has a piece out about, or coming out here and momentarily about the Santos stuff over at Chapter and Verse on Substack, because she's been following all of the Santos stuff. I mean, it's just wild to me. I mean, do I think that the guy is not he's not a saint, obviously. But this is, to me, and Kane, if I'm being obtuse on this, let me know. But it feels like a situation of Republicans being played by Democrats and like willingly knowing they're being played and just going into it because they think it's going to give them some sort of moralistic edge.
Yeah. I mean, what other explanation is there?
I like George Santos. I'm going to go on record. I don't think he should have. It's why you have trials. You're going to kick this guy to Congress before you even have a trial? You guys are stupid. Good grief. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. I mean, this is like Newsom level stuff. Is that mean to say? I don't care. Really don't care. Maybe it is. So they had this vote. You had, how many Republicans did I say? You had 105 yes votes. 105 yes votes.
And they needed, 2/3 for this vote, right?
Mm-hmm. And so he's going to be the first and 20 or sixth person to be kicked out of the House. Not since 2002, I think, someone was voted out. So the Santos apparently he was accused of using his mom's credit card information and using it to make significant donations to his campaign. Like he spent tens of thousands of dollars on legal fees and all this other stuff. And Kathy Hochul is going to replace Santos. Obviously, it'll be a Democrat. So they're going to flip the seat back to. So it's a competitive seat. So it's a seat it's red and it's going to go to blue. So Republicans literally just gave Democrats a seat. I'm sitting like this and holding my hands together so I don't throw something at the camera. Do you want to lose? Did these people want to lose? I'm a big believer in real politics. Very big believer. Let's just look at this for a moment. Because I can't see, Kane, what is the upside to this for Republicans? Give me an upside.
I
Give me something.
don't.
Give me one thing.
Maybe they were promised something in a vote for the future, for a future bill or something. I don't know. There has to be something that's under the table or unseen because I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. By the way, quick correction for myself. It was Newsom's father-in-law, not Newsom's dad, his father-in-law. I thought I added the in-law, but I don't think I did. I don't see the upside. I've been looking at this story. I don't see what benefit Republicans have from doing this. And if they think that it's going to give them a moral high ground with people, that is so inside baseball. No, most people don't care, number one. And number two, if they think that it's going to prove something to Democrats already don't care. Are you kidding me? They've got Gold Bar Bob. I mean, they've got Rashida Tlaib. I mean, they have a ton of folks that actually could, we could have serious conversations about this stuff. Elon Omar is one of them. So why are they doing this? What is the purpose of this? This is just goofy. Excuse me. It's just goofy. And the trial. What about the trial? There's no trial. They're just going to, what if the charges are proven false? What if he's exonerated? So, what if, let's just play this game. What if he's exonerated and he's been kicked out of the house? And they can't prove the charges. That's a problem, isn't it? So what is his recourse going to be? How does the House address this? You're giving up a seat to Kathy Hochul. She's going to pick a Democrat to fill this seat. You're giving it up to a Democrat. For the purpose of what? No clue.